Just shot at a buck at about 300 yards. There's 2 or 3 of them moving through. Don't feel good about the shot. I kept trying to get the camera on it. Every time I put the gun on the rail, it would lower the camera. So I kept trying to readjust. And finally, I just took the shot. I've looked back at the deer barely in the image, and it's hard to tell if it dropped. I know one of them you can see take off right. But when I shot, I can't tell. I don't know if it dropped or took off left. I've looked at it about 100 times. I really don't know. I've given it it's been about half an hour. I'm gonna get out there. I'm gonna hike around up the road and come down on them. See if I can't find any blood or hopefully a dead deer, but my hopes aren't high, unfortunately. I was shaking a little too much trying to get that camera right. Well, shaking from excitement and that, but man, crazy. I got out here late this morning, overslept. Didn't wake up till about 5:30. Was out here by a little after 6. It's already light. So I just jumped out here up by, the gate, the road, not too far. And figured I'd just sit in this cutover and not worry about trying to travel back and get in the woods deep, coming in late. About 30 minutes into it, saw something moving about 300 yards up to the right. Looked through the binoculars and saw it was 2 deer. Got them on the camera, kept watching. Moving that way. And I saw a 3rd deer. 2 of them shooters. One of them looked like a spike. And then the other 2 were easy, 6-8 points. One of them looked really tall. I'm frustrated. I need to go on up here and confirm what I think I already know. So I'll get to hiking. Deer were still in here. I'm in here hiking down to try to see what I can find. I can't see, but I can only see 2. Doesn't mean there wasn't a 3rd one. It is thick in here. Look at how, man, these pine trees are taller than me by far. My hopes still aren't high, but they were working back towards me. I guess kind of away from where they were going until I came over here, and then they took off the other way in the direction they were heading to begin with. Well, tried to find them, couldn't find them. Searched for about 2 hours. One thing I didn't do, and I may come back after lunch and look after I review this on the computer. It's so hard to see because that camera, I zoomed in a little too far, and then it was, man, I don't know. I don't know if I hit that buck or not. He disappeared, and after the shot I looked up and I could only see that one running to the right. Couldn't see any action to the left, so I thought I dropped him. The first 2 bucks I caught on camera, I think it was a spike and a small 6, and I wasn't even gonna shoot at them. That's how I was just recording them, and I was like, man, I'm not shooting that far, 300 yards, and make a bad shot. But once they started moving left, that third one popped up and looked like a pretty good buck, at least a 3 or 4 year old buck. And I was like, I think I might chance it with him. And the camera kept dropping every time I put the gun on the rail, because the camera was mounted on the rail. So when I dropped the gun, you can see the camera drop, and I kept trying to fix it, and they kept moving, and I was getting nervous. I was trying to make it all happen, and I think what it boils down to is overshot. I think I aimed a little too high, because I was aiming high, and I think I overshot. But I'm gonna look at it, see what I think. If I slow it down and see how that buck reacts to the left that I shot at, kind of the taller one, I may come back after lunch and come in from the other direction and hike down in there and see if I can find anything, any blood, or I'm gonna look back at it, see what I think. If the slow motion kind of gives me a glimmer of hope, I'll probably go back and search after lunch. But really hate that. It's tough getting a buck in general, and having the opportunity this early, a month before the rut's even starting to kick in, that'd have been pretty sweet. So keep at it. This one's gonna sting for a little bit, not gonna lie.